I want to thank Ed. I want to thank the board of the Greater Grove Hall Main Streets program for the great work they do. All of you that are here tonight, thank you for your great work. I want to thank Bobby and Mass Innovations for their great work as well. Thank you to the leaders, the entrepreneurs, everyone that's in this room. I want to give a shout out to a couple elected officials. We have State Representative Liz Myers with us. Thank you, Representative Malia. We have State Representative Andrew Cavallo with us. Thank you, Representative Cavallo. State Senator Sonia Chang Diaz is with us. Thank you, State Senator Sonia Chang Diaz. And I think Representative Chanatala might be on her way, so I want to thank her as well. Innovation. A couple of years ago when we did the bowling building, we put in there an innovation lab. People said, why are you putting an innovation lab in the bowling building? And we said because we have innovation down the South Boston waterfront, we have innovation all over the city of Boston, we need to bring innovation to Roxbury. Yes. And since we put that lab in there, we've really started to see more and more people go in there. But when you look around this room and you think of innovation, look around this room here tonight. And this innovation in Roxbury and in Boston and other parts of our city is alive and well, so it's great to see everyone here tonight. Grove Hall is a great neighborhood to live, work, play in. We're going to continue to fight to make sure that happens. The city is investing in Grove Hall, as Ed said, to continue to thrive and grow. When you think about what's happening in our neighborhoods, you think about income inequality, you think about all of the things that we have. The two things that we have to do is create job opportunity and create wealth for folks, and create more housing so people can stay in their neighborhoods. And those are things that we've been working with not just Grove Hall Main Streets, but with all the Main Street programs, and also working with the business offices in our city, because it's something that we have to do. Mass Innovation Nights are amazing opportunities for local entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs to gain exposure for their products, entrepreneurs to get advice from experts, and entrepreneurs as they network with their fellow entrepreneurs. And that's something that we have to do a better job of in the city of Boston, is networking. And make sure if you have a business card, pass it on. If you don't, pass your name along, because that's how it's done. That's how it's done at GE, that's how it's done at Apple, that's how it's done at Microsoft, and that's how it's done at Samsung, and that's how it's done in Roxbury. And you just need to continue to reach out, to work with each other, and how do we help network? And we have people here from the city that wants to help you. I was happy to be at one of the last year's supports that we had, focusing on women entrepreneurs. And there's some interesting numbers that I want to just shout out at you here for a second. We highlighted the program that we had, WeBoss, in the city of Boston last year. It helps women, especially minority women, get one-on-one coaching for networking opportunities. People of color-owned businesses, ownership is growing. For example, I don't know if many people know this, but when I saw this number, it jumped out at me. The number of businesses owned by African-American women grew 322% in 20 years, making that group of people the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in our country. People aren't talking about that number. People are talking about, they'll talk about the bad stuff, but they're not talking about that number. That's a real number. That's a real opportunity to build off of that momentum. Tonight, the theme of tonight is African Americans, founders of tech business. There's an opportunity here that we need to continue to move forward on that opportunity. And that's something that when you think of what's happening in our city, it's so important. The focus is a great highlighting the diverse talent that we have in our city. It's an inspiration for our young people interested in starting their own businesses, pursuing STEM careers, as well as exciting potentials in these fields. In City Hall, we value the creativity in these areas, and we also have people that work for us in City Hall that are there to help you. We have folks from small business. Carolyn Crockett's here from economic development. She's here to help you create opportunities. We're moving forward in a whole bunch of different ways. We have Kara Miller here as the director as well of our WeBoss program to help our women entrepreneurs. So the people that you need are here. Steve Gilman from Main Street is here. We have people in this very room we're asking you to take advantage of. Because when we think about opportunities in our neighborhoods, we're not thinking about opportunities in one part of our neighborhood. We're thinking of opportunities across our neighborhoods. And I look there's a lot of millennials that's in front of me here tonight that are excited and get ready to go. But when you leave here, don't leave here until you connect with somebody from our city to make sure that we can help you. Technology has the power to help solve the biggest challenges that we face as a city in areas like education, public safety, and economic opportunity. The technology field represents the fastest growing sectors of industry. In bringing technology and entrepreneurship together helps us foster economic inclusion and equality, something that's really important in our city. It can help us bridge the wage gap. We hear a lot about wage disparities. We hear a lot about income inequality. And we hear a lot about racism, quite honestly. And this is an opportunity to be able to really focus on opportunities for employment and really close those gender divides and those ethnic divides, every divide that we have to close. It's important for us to do that. We're committed in Boston to creating and increasing opportunities for entrepreneurship through our small business plan, through our WeBoss, through our Start Hub initiatives. And by the way, our next WeBoss week is going to be October 16th to the 20th. And Kara's playing that, so I'd ask you to go talk to her. I want to thank the groups that came here tonight to make this happen in Grove Hall. Thank you for that. I want to thank Skylab. I want to thank the Roxbury Innovation Center. I want to thank Smarter in the City. I want to thank Epicenter Community. I want to thank Masada Partners. I want to thank the Fairmont Lab, Innovation Lab. And I want to thank all the folks that are here tonight because that's why we're here. We're here really to create opportunities. If we want to be an inclusive global city, which we are, and we want to continue to be that we have to make sure that opportunity for innovation and technology is not just happening in one part of our city, but happening in all the corners of our city. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the night.